Welcome back to SAT math practice, one page at a time with hints and tricks. This is practice test 7, section 4, problems 16 through 18. So please pause this now if you would like to attempt these problems without any hints. I'll go ahead and give a brief hint for each and then go through them in more detail. So for the first one, we see this format a lot with a system of equations. They give you more than one equation, and it works best if you work backwards. So look for an equation that just has one unknown, one variable. So that would be our second equation, the b over 2 equals 10. If you solve that, it will give you a value for b, and then you can work backwards to the first equation to be able to figure out the value of a plus b. For the second one, hint would be a reminder that slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where b is your y-intercept. And for number 18, the hint is to make sure you are careful of your labels. They are asking you for the charity with the greatest percent of total expenses. So we have percent of total expenses on the y-axis, and the charity with the greatest percent of total expenses would be this one up here, but you're comparing that to the line of best fit drawn. Okay, so go ahead and pause now to attempt these 3 problems if you haven't already done so. I'll go back to number 16 and go over the answers. So your hint for 16 was to go ahead and solve that second equation. You can just multiply by 2, and that will give us b equals 20. Once I know b equals 20, I'm going to go back to the first equation, and I have a minus 20 equals 12, which means a is 32, and we're asked for the value of a plus b, so that just gives us 32 plus 20 to get a result of 52. So the answer for that one was D. For number 17, if you read carefully over the situation to acknowledge that X is the number of miles. So based on the equation, it's going to cost $1.50 per mile, but $1.50 would be the slope. So when you compare to slope-intercept form, the order, the coefficient of the x is your slope, and the constant is the y-intercept. So the 1999 is the y-intercept in this one, which is what they're asking about, and that would represent the flat fee of 1999. So A for that one. And lastly, on this page for number 18, we're looking for the difference between the actual percent and the percent predicted. So the actual percent, again, for the charity that had the greatest total expenses, so the greatest would be up here with this point, it looks to be about 92. So 92%, and for the line of best fit, if we match that up, it would be about there, which means the predicted value on the line of best fit would be about 85%. So the difference between the two is going to be approximately 7%, choice B for that one. Okay, so please look for the link below for the next page of problems. And if you have any comments or suggestions of what we could do to make this more helpful, please put those in the comments, and we'll see you for the next page.